What's up, party people? My name is Angelo. I am a passport brother who brought his fiance from Vietnam to come live with him in the United States. We got married. She's got a green card, and now we're living the second half of our lives, but we're doing it together. And I'm just going to try to wipe this clean a little bit. Hopefully that looks a little better. It's glary. The sun is glaring out here. Yeah, we're trying to live the second half of our life together, but life is making it very difficult now. I just got some more. Well, I got some unfortunate news. This means I need to take an extra step, but I am determined to deal with this situation with my ex-employer in a very assertive manner. They are not getting off the hook for what they did to me and my reputation after 10 years working in that environment. So, I still got some other things that I have to wait for. It's not until January. And you know what? I might as well tell you. I filed a claim with the California EEOC, and so that's on file, and it will. I have an interview date on in early January. I also have a complaint filed with the California Department of Labor for some things that they asked me to do and some things that they did, which I believe violate a few employment laws and regulations. So we're going to let them try to sort that out with the California Department of Labor. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I'm going to deal with the person who essentially snitched and then caused this situation in the first place. I'm still waiting to decide. Well, I'm thinking about what, if anything, I'm going to do about that. But in the meantime, I did pass my cybersecurity exam with ISC squared, so I was excited about that. I went to the Pearson View Training Assessment Center a week and a half ago, something like that, and I passed, so I'm really excited. Passing that exam gave me some momentum, some new motivation, and some new excitement about where I'm going to go from this point forward. And in addition to that, it gave me some new insight on how I'm going to deal with this new situation for work, employment, and that whole thing. And I decided to make some changes to my certification thing. And so instead of going, hey baby,
I need to grab my school bag real quick.
Okay. So instead of waiting for instead of taking small measured steps, I'm going to take a really, really, really big step, which means that I have to alter my studying time so that I can get ready for that. But also, having made the decision to take a big step, knowing that once that step is taken, I'm going to be at a different level, at a different sort of stratosphere, and where I can go from that point versus what was the original plan, which was to go for my Security Plus, my CompTIA Security Plus certification. So now I'm going to go for something bigger, much bigger. And actually, and my wife and I have also been talking about, if I do that, then what could we possibly do in terms of essentially starting our own business. But I don't want to talk too much about that. But so these are the things that are going on. I'm still keeping my head up. I'm still thinking positive. I'm still focused on the fact that I believe something good is going to come out of all of this, and that I also believe that karma is a bitch. And when people show you their true colors, you have to believe them. And I believed it from the very start when I met the two new owners of the company that I worked for, and I knew that they were both full of shit, and I knew that they were both out to remove me from the top spot, and I knew in my heart that they wanted to have somebody who looked like them in that spot, as opposed to somebody who looks like me. So that's the long and short of it. I really hope that entire company just burns to the ground and disintegrates. And I'm rooting for the California Department of Labor and the EEOC to make that happen. I'm also reaching out to some ex-employees who work for the company who were let go under mysterious circumstances, or what you would call animosity. So one of the other things we're thinking about is considering a class action lawsuit. And one of the lawyers that I did have a consultation mentioned that in cases like this, the best leverage is a class action lawsuit. And so I'm not going to leave any stone unturned, because they need to pay. Somebody needs to pay. And so I'm sorry that this was not one of my more positive things, but it is more informative. So now you know what's going on, what's happening, and we get a chance to kind of settle down. I don't need to hold this from you guys anymore, and we can just talk about it in the next video. So with that, peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.